Wow, what a nice home, what a nice ambience, what a nice hospitality.
Çok teşekkürler.
So, Selamünaleyküm everyone. Welcome to Ozar Projects YouTube Real Estate channel. Today we have a very good and informative video for you today, and as you know that, and I'm the witness for the reputation of the Ma'am Feride, mashallah, tabarakallah. She's gonna share her own experiences within 3 years in Turkey. So, Selamünaleyküm ablam. Thank you very much for
How are
hosting
you?
us. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. How are you?
I'm good also.
I hope that
Alhamdulillah.
yeah, and everything is fine since the 3 years in Turkey, right?
Yes, there have been ups and downs, but we have finally, Alhamdulillah, settled.
Mashallah, tabarakallah. Wallah ablam, yani this is the reality. Alhamdulillah, we are the first real estate company who extend the Indian market, so that we realize that after being your importance, mashallah, tabarakallah, you are the social proof in this case, so that we decided to make this video today with you, because almost all of our clients, when they meet with us, directly the second questions was related with Ma'am Feride, so that today the purpose of the video is the showing the social proof on the side of the Ma'am Feride.
Yes.
So ablam, please don't exaggerate. You can, as I mentioned before, our motto is the transparency, not exaggerating, and the sharing the pure reality with the people. So in this case, how was your experiences over here?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very happy. Like I said the last time, at that time it was just 8 months we had arrived in Turkey, and now it's almost 3 months, 3 years, sorry.
3 years, mashallah.
3 years, and I say the same. I stick to my opinion that I'm happy over here. It's a very peaceful life, away from the hustle and bustle of the crowd. I still prefer Kocaeli to Istanbul.
I agree with you in this
I
case.
stand by my opinion, because we have been in Bombay and it was very crowded and busy life. So the purpose was to eventually come to a peaceful surrounding, and mashallah, this is very peaceful, no traffic at all. Though they have made a lot of progress since we came, but still the traffic is not that bad as Istanbul.
Yeah, you're definitely right. But the end also, we are getting this feedback. I don't want to talk about some political issues, but we are getting some feedbacks, especially people from the India who are coming from the India or the other countries, which is the people original from the India too. So, according to your experiences, you made a huge differences on your life, and not too many people are brave to make that kind of decisions too.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, are you regret about your decision, or
Not at
you got your expectation to settle up a new life, new beginning in Turkey too?
See, I had come with zero expectations over here. First of all, I was not ready to come. I was not ready to leave my country. But since the kids insisted, we came over here. I had no expectations at all. And when you start with zero expectations, you just have to rise, you have to go. The situation is to go above your expectations.
Okay, ablam, when we focus on the further detailed instead of the general situation of the Turkey, we are in, by the way, in city of Kocaeli. Let me give you some extra information about the city of Kocaeli. We are the closest city to Istanbul, and it is one of the metropolitan cities. And by the way, the city of Kocaeli is chosen as a one of the most livable city in whole Turkey. So you are staying over here for 3 years, and do you recommend the people the city of Kocaeli? Because even you are in the, how can I say, you are in the real life, in social life, you are using the public transport, you are going to grocery, you are visiting the neighborhood so often, as far as I know. According to that, and we consider your experiences, do you recommend that this city to the people
sure, any
in
day,
Turkey?
because comparatively to Istanbul, things are still very cheaper over here. The food, grocery, monthly expenses, from what I hear from friends, I've got groups in Istanbul also, I'm a part of them. So they keep complaining about the expensive life over there. Here also it has become expensive. Since the last 3 years, things have gone up. But I feel that is a global situation. Everywhere the prices, I've heard Canada has got very expensive. People are running out from there. And India again is my sisters are in India just now, so even there the grocery and everything, everyday life has become very expensive.
Yeah.
Same over here, things have gone higher, they have become expensive, no doubt, but comparatively to Istanbul, still it is affordable.
More affordable.
And the quality of air, pollution free air, and especially in the area that I am living in, is in Bashiskale.
We are in Bashiskale.
This is supposed to be the best of Izmit Kocaeli district. So I'm happy, and I would suggest whoever wants to shift, if they are in a situation where they are not satisfied with their current life, then this is the best place to shift.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Yani, I believe that the most important thing for the people to feeling insecure, safety position.
Yeah.
Let me ask you some question. Are you feeling yourself in city of Kocaeli, Turkey, safety?
Yeah, it's definitely safe. No, I shouldn't be mentioning it, but I'm all alone in Kocaeli. My whole family has gone down to India, and the boys also, my nephews have also gone. So since last say 2 months, I'm all alone staying over here. So Alhamdulillah, I have no problem at all. I go shopping once a week for the grocery thing, and everything is good. Rest of the things come home, so it's good. No problem. People are very kind over here. Still, I have that same. I stick to my opinion. What I said in my interview 2 years back, that I find people over are very calm, decent, peaceful people, and very helpful. This last Thursday, I went to the bazaar. I was carrying 200 rupees lira notes in my pocket. Rest of the currency I had in my purse. Just in my pocket, I had put 2 notes, not to get remove from the money from the purse all the time. So I must have removed a 200 lira note for something. And I came to another shop, got my change from there, and I went to another shop. One lady, she came running behind me. Did you drop your note? I said, no, I have not dropped. First, I thought she's asking me for change. But then I understood a little bit of Turkish. So she said, did you drop your note? So then I checked in my pocket. So the other note was missing 200 lira. So I said, so she handed it to me. So people are so very honest. In this world, in these times, 200 is a small amount, but still you won't expect people to return it to you.
That's not a weird situation for us, because this is our habit, this is our culture.
Yeah,
but when I got to that kind of
haram
feedback,
halal thing is too much over here. People don't want to go in for haram money. So that lady
Allah
came.
is hidayah, inshallah.
Yeah. So I was so glad. These small little things, they bring a smile to your face.
Yeah, you're
Whenever
right.
you think of it, it is a good memory. That
Definitely,
somebody came
definitely.
running to
I
hand
got
you
your
over your
point.
money.
Yeah.
I was not ready to even take it because I was not sure that it's my note. But then I checked my pocket, so it was there. So these are things like I find people generally very kind and peaceful and honest.
That's important.
Yeah.
That's important. Also, yani, this is our motto too, because we are organizing the big amounts of the monies of the people.
Yeah.
In this case, we are feeling this pressure on our shoulders too. In this case, we are trying to do our best. Yasir, with my brother Yasir from Pakistan too. Alhamdulillah, whatever we did, it worked. Alhamdulillah, Ablam, you are the first buyer from India 3 years ago. I wasn't aware the market is going to blow up like that. Alhamdulillah, we have Desi society, and it didn't, how can I say, it didn't come up easily. We sacrifice, we effort, we try to do the best, and we, alhamdulillah, thank Allah, we met people like you also. That's important too. And as I mentioned before, when we met the people, the interview which we met, it gives very true impression among the people. That's why, if you want to get the contact with the Manferide, on the video, some part we will put the Manferide's Instagram and the email address if you want to get the contact with her directly.
Actually, that Insta is my page for my paintings and all that. But
Yes, ablam ya. Also, I moved to the new office. I bought a couple of new painting from Manfredi, and actually I think we are in front of one of them, right?
Yeah.
Ablam, you're so talented in this case too.
Thank you.
Wallah, it's so beautiful. How did you inspire? It is somewhere in Turkey, this place, or just your imagination?
Not actually imagination. I did it from a photograph. I don't know where it is, but I like the color combination very much. It was going with
autumn
my room scheme,
Mhm.
so then I chose this.
Winter.
Winter.
Winter,
Ice.
yeah, winter. And the weather is also nowadays is snowy.
Yeah.
Inshallah, we can make some vlog it outside too, because
Inshallah,
the snow is coming. That will be great to show that kind of beauties of the city of Kocaeli in Turkey for you too. So basically, you recommended to come over here who are eligible to change and settle up in a new country. But let me ask you, why you choose because you're right, the people, especially Indian people, focusing on a few countries. One of them are some Arabic and Gulf countries, and secondly, I think they are thinking about Turkey. But then, why you should, according to your mentality, why you put the Turkey on the top list?
I had just met a couple from Kuwait just this last week. And I have never been to Kuwait and all. I've just been to Hajj, that's all, for 40 days. That was 30 years back. So I've not been to Kuwait, but they were saying at this age, they're getting old, must be my age. So they said at this age to cope up with the heat, it's very difficult. So he said the same thing, that it's very difficult to cope up with the heat now.
You're right.
So that's why we want to permanently settle over here. So what happens is Gulf countries, Kuwait, Middle Eastern countries, they are very hot in summers. And Canada, European countries, they are very cold in winters. So that extreme climate in both I prefer this is somewhere in the middle of the world, Turkey.
You're right.
It has got the weather, best of, it's the center. And it's not so very expensive also, comparatively to Canada or to maybe Gulf countries. It's not that very expensive. I find expenses at par with India. Whatever I used to spend in India, maybe a little cheaper. This is a little bit cheaper, and somehow I don't know why, but a lot of barakat is there in the money.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah.
In India, what we were spending like 100,000 rupees, the same thing we can do it in over here in 70,000 rupees, Indian rupees I'm talking about. So somewhere the expenses are like 75% of what we were spending in India. And a lot of barakat is there. Yeah.
And at the end of the day, by the way, 3 years ago, the residence permits issue was based on the 75,000 US dollars property investment. Now the regulation has changed. It's based on the 200,000 US dollars. But it doesn't mean that your money is wasting. For instance, this is my profession, and almost since 14 years I'm doing real estate business. For instance, you purchased a couple of properties. Should I say all of them?
No problem.
You purchased the 5 properties.
Alhamdulillah, I purchased 5 properties, and 6th one I had purchased at Dharmendra. So on hindsight, after 3 years of living over here, I would recommend to people, if they can afford it, they should directly go in for citizenship.
Definitely. It's much more easy
because
and beneficial.
Less of headache, and you have an advantage in citizenship. After 3 years, free. Once you take citizenship, your property is free. After 3 years, you can sell it off. In citizenship, you can rent out your property. So if you see,
in residence permit, it's hectic. By the way,
you can't rent out your property. $200,000 dollars you spend for one property, and you can't rent it out. Here you are spending $400,000 for citizenship. You can rent out the property. You can dispose of it off after 3 years. So if you have the money, and people are loaded, alhamdulillah, I've seen that people are very rich. So if you can afford it, then you please go in for citizenship instead of TRC on 200,000. I have got TRC. I couldn't afford because alhamdulillah, my full family had come. So we needed to buy property for everybody individually. So we couldn't afford what do you call it? At that time, it was 200 and like $250,000 for citizenship,
Citizenship, yes.
and 75,000 for
Residence
TRC,
permit, yeah.
residence permit. So we bought 5 properties for 75,000.
By the way, ablam, you made a good benefit too. Yani,
Yeah,
the property
alhamdulillah.
market is a little bit slowed down
The
in Turkey
property
right
rates
now.
have increased.
But the prices increased.
Yeah,
Yani
yeah.
maybe if you want to sell it, at least you made a 40%. I'm not exaggerating, by the way. 40%.
Yeah, definitely.
No,
I had a property
40%
India.
ablam.
Yeah.
40%. You
India,
at least you made a benefit as a 40%. Because I know the prices right now.
India, I had a property 3 years back. I wanted to sell it off. At what price I was trying to sell off that time, still I am not getting that price to this date. So
Really?
Yeah. The rates have not increased. They are stagnant in India since last 3 years. So no benefit over there. If I would have sold off that property and taken the thing over here, so 40% automatically, it would have increased. But in India, it is stuck. The property is stuck. I'm not finding any buyer. And rates are increasing day by day over here.
Over here is increasing. Yeah, property investment in Turkey is so reliable. How can I say? For instance, people are saving the gold, or we are staying in USD. When the prices are increased up, it's going to be same mentality for the property market too. For instance, if your budget is big amount, you can make the investment of the for the property, because increased rate of the amount of the properties than items like higher than the gold, higher than the USD. That's why, and also sometimes you can face of trouble to sell your property. You cannot convert it directly money, but at the end of the day, you can sell. You can sell it, because there is always demand, especially in summer term. The demand for the property investments are increased up, so that if your pricing is fair enough, you can reach the suitable buyers, suitable investors for your property, so that Manfred is so right in this case too. And instead of going to TRC and the residence permit in Turkey, if your budget is allowing you, focus on the citizenship program, because for the citizenship program you can purchase multiple properties, and when you purchase that properties, you can get passive income. When you put that properties on rent, you can directly start getting the passive income in this case too. And also after 3 years, you can sell that properties with beneficial prices. What is your benefit? First of all, return of investment, and main purpose is getting the Turkish nationality. And it gives a lot of advantages in Turkey for you.
Even the rental income on those properties is much more higher than what we get in India.
Really?
Yes. I calculated, so over here per square feet, whatever we are spending in buying the property, the rental income is higher than India. So it's very beneficial. And if you have the money, then if you're not working, or you are living a retired life, even foreigners, Americans are doing that,
Yeah.
They're getting pension from their country. Old people, and they are coming and settling down over here.
You're right, because when we consider especially the physical conditions of the country, we have very comfortable conditions over here. Fresh air, nice food.
Because it's not that cold, no?
Pardon me?
Because this is not that cold.
Yeah.
Like Canada and everything.
Yes.
America. So people love sunny life. Old people, they love the weather. They want to go out and everything. There are so many foreigners living in Bodrum and Antalya.
And also in that south side of Turkey is not that much easy in summer term. So that if you want to settle up in Turkey, and if you are looking for some family-oriented ambience, the city of Kocaeli might be very compatible choice for you. Because we have four seasons over here.
We have 4 seasons, and the advantage is, if you want to go to Istanbul, it's so very nearby.
Yeah.
Just 1.5 hour drive.
And also public transport.
Yeah.
So
the public transport, I did not feel the need.
By the way, subway is coming.
Really?
Yeah. From Istanbul to Kocaeli.
We just spoke yesterday about
we need the time. It needs around 2 years, because it's huge. It's huge project.
Okay.
But at the end of the
We
day,
just spoke about yesterday, no?
yes, bravo, in the car, yes, bro, bravo.
Yeah. So I did not feel the need to buy a car yet because the public transport is so very good. Just outside you go, the bus stop is there. Wherever you want to go, you can go by bus.
Valla maybe abla, you know better than me system of the public transport.
Yeah, definitely. So in 3 years, though the rates fare has gone very high comparatively to what we started with 8 rupees, 8 lira, and now it is like somewhere maybe 32 lira
Inflation.
for the same.
Abla, is there any, yani, nothing can be perfect.
No.
Something should be, because you are foreign, right?
But if I am comparing the rates to India, when we arrived, a lira was for Indian 5 rupees. Now it is 2.43. So we are getting more liras in the same amount of rupees. So for us, it is not so very difficult because the money is coming from India. So we are getting more lira over here for what we were getting 3 years back. So it's almost become double. So it's not so
It's
very
good for you, it's bad for us.
It's good for I'm dreading the day or waiting for the day when 1 rupee will become 1 lira.
Maybe if it keeps continuing like that,
They say
like
40
that.
years, 30 years back, $1 and 1 lira were the same.
Right, yeah, and it must be some challenging, come on. Everything cannot be perfect.
The only challenge is you can't find Indian snacks on the roads. Indian snacks, samosas, pani puri, bhel puri.
Let's make this business.
Yeah, anybody who wants
kidding.
to open up a small restaurant or maybe a grocery shop in Kojaili, they are most welcome because Indian grocery, Pakistani grocery, there are lots of shops in Istanbul, but I couldn't find any in. It will make a very good business if anybody is interested in that, or a small restaurant in Kojaili for Indian Pakistani food. That is the only drawback. At home we cook our food, Indian food. So there's no need for anything at home. We get the stuff from outside, chicken, mutton, whatever, korma, biryani, whatever you want to make, we can make it at home. But when we go out and we feel hungry, then we have got pangs of hunger for samosas and bhel puri and all. You must have not tasted it also. So it's very good and very cheap in India. So the only thing that we miss, my sisters and me miss, is the Indian snacks on the roadside. At home, I make everything at home, samosa. But you can't carry everything out. You're going out, you need it fresh somewhere, hot and nice, piping hot. That is not available. The Turkish snacks which are available, we have got bored of it. So initially it was very nice, something new, novelty was there, but now we have bored of it. So we prefer to come back home hungry rather than standing over there and having the durum and whatnot, shawarma. I was never a fan of shawarma before also. So that is the only.
I got it. So when we consider, I think one of your nephew, right, who is going to the school of in Turkey.
My niece used to.
Niece.
Yeah.
Your niece is going to.
She was going to a Turkish school, but then she did 2 years of Turkish schooling. But then lots of subjects are not covered over here, and she felt if she wants to go abroad somewhere for studies and all that, so most of the subjects are not covered. And higher standards, since she had joined from 6th or 7th standard from 7th standard, 7th and 8th she did in Turkish school. So then she felt 9th and 10th in Turkish language will become very difficult for her. She couldn't cope up with the language part. So then she joined a online school, Indian online school, and now she's doing that same school. So 9th and 10th she will be doing, inshallah, from that online school. She's finished her 9th.
So that's why I'm trying to show the people, because I don't want to serve up everything is like heaven or something else. See, this is the one of the language is a barrier.
This is the disadvantage. If the kids are young, like they are joining in primary, for 2nd, 3rd, 4th standard, then they tend to pick up the Turkish language, and they for higher standards classes they can cope up. But my niece, she joined from 7th standard, so it was already a higher class. She picked up on her Turkish.
She speaks Turkish, by the way?
Good. She speaks a very good accented Turkish,
Mashallah.
and even the teacher used to say your accent is better than the Turkish. But the thing is, by the way, I am still to cope up with that O you have it. O, like I can't get the O proper with the dots. O, A.
Which letter I didn't understand?
O with 2 dots. I can't still get it. So my niece, she always keeps telling Masi, aise nahi, O, I said, forget it. Language is a means of communication. I can communicate it without that O, so it's fine with me. No problem. So she couldn't cope with the language, so then we had to remove her from the school, and then she went in for online school. But if some people's kids are younger and they're studying from 3rd, 4th standard, then it's very easy for them to pick up. I was saying her Turkish language is very good, but the academic Turkish is a little bit difficult.
Difficult for us.
Academic Turkish is difficult than the conversing Turkish. The conversation is fine with her. She can speak very good Turkish. Even she used to translate for the plumbers and electricians, whoever you've been used to call up, she used to speak to them. But the thing is, in 9th and 10th standard, she felt it a little bit difficult. So we said, fine, you do it online. So she's doing it online now. And in Istanbul, it seems they have English schools, colleges. And English schools.
A few. Unfortunately, in the city of Kocaeli, we don't have the
again, if
education
anybody,
system, which is basically 100%.
anybody, if he wants to,
education.
anybody wants to go opening up an English school, it will be a very good business.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Maybe at the future, but in this case, we need your support if you want to settle up in Kocaeli. We need to increase up the population of the society in this case.
Mashallah, lots of Indians have come down to Kocaeli.
Maybe. You are the social proof, by the way. I'm not exaggerating. You were so effective. You were so effective to encourage the people.
Many people have called me up after the last interview, and they have asked for suggestions. Should we take this step or not? I always tell them, this is your life. Final decision maker, you are there. Don't come because I am telling you to come. You have to ask Allah's permission, do istikhara, and take the step. So, because eventually you are going to live your own life. And what are your reasons for coming? Everybody has a different reason, a different background. So mine was a different reason, theirs might be different. So I always suggest that this decision you will have to take. If any support you need over here, that we can give. But should you take this step or not, this should be your own decision, not because somebody is telling you to do it.
Of course, this big decision.
This
As
is
I
a big
mentioned before,
decision,
not too many people can make that kind of brave decisions.
Yeah. See, we took around 4-5 months in India to decide. In August 21, we had started the topic of should we...
Ablam, are you happy at the end of all these adventures? Are you happy?
Yeah, that was my first sentence. I was happy. So for 4 months, we thought over it. Should we not? Should we not? But once we took the decision, then there was no looking back. So once you think very well before making a decision, but once you have decided, rest you leave it on Allah. That He is the best of the planners, He is the best of the supporters, and inshallah everything will become easy in life.
You're right.
This is my suggestion.
I think in this case also the real estate agencies or construction companies are the first step for settling up in Turkey. And I believe that you have experiences without us.
Apart from you.
Apart from us, and when you consider the service of our organization, do you recommend it to people? And because mashallah tabarakallah, you made a good investment, and this is the result, alhamdulillah. So how was your what do you suggest to people?
Well, if I wouldn't have recommended you, I wouldn't be sitting and doing the interview with you, first of all. So I have got experiences with other estate agents also, and it was not, especially in Istanbul, it was not a very positive this thing.
We are getting this feedback.
Yeah.
There are a lot of scammers in this case, especially
but
agencies who are
but
cooperating
the
with
two
foreigners.
properties that my nephews bought, and they had a very bad experience. But I found another agent in Istanbul who sold off those properties, and he's a very honest person. He's a very nice person.
The realtor.
Mashallah. He sold off my Istanbul properties in Yasin Youth. So he's a very nice person. So you can't generalize that the whole of the city is bad or the whole of the city is good.
Of course.
There are good and bad people all over the world. So
even our organization, we face off a couple of problems we try to fix. And don't think the
problems are there everywhere.
We are human. We can make the fault. But the problem, my mentality is when we face off a situation, I don't run away. I try to go focus, even it's challenging, even it's taking time. And I think the most important thing is staying on the ground.
Whole business is dependent on your intentions.
Yes.
There are shortcomings everywhere, but if your intentions are good and you have a positive way of life, you have a positive intention, you are not out there to cheat anybody, then ups and downs in business always are there. There are situations where you are also helpless, but your intention is good. You don't want your party to suffer, your client to suffer. If your intentions are good, your life is easy. And Alhamdulillah, I don't know the reason, but in my whole life, only 5% people I have met who were not good, not honest. 95% of the people that I have met in my life have been very nice and positive, honest people.
You are nice. Allah inshallah makes us with the good people.
Yeah, maybe that is the reason. But see, it's like said, there is a saying, seek and you shall find. So if you seek honesty, if you seek good people, they come to you. So you were asking, should I recommend people to you? Yes, of course. I have my experience of 3 years is that you have been very honest. You have been very helpful. Even for small leakages in the walls, I have been pestering Mr. Hakan. There is a leakage in the wall, please help me. And he's come running and he's brought the plumber and everything. So this after sales services nobody gives you. But you have been very helpful. And my whole family is gone to India. I'm all alone over here. But I know, Alhamdulillah, if I face any difficulty, any adverse situation, Yasser and Hakan are always there to help me. Even my sisters believe the same. That is why they have left me and gone to India. So to have such a sort of strong backing in life is a boon. What do you call it? Even one person in your life is there who's there to see you through thick and thin in life. That's a, what do you call it? It's a boon in life. So this is what do you call it? Your earning in life. So I'm happy, and Alhamdulillah, both the boys are very nice. Hakan and Yasser, they are very helpful. So I'm happy.
If you are happy, we are happy too. By the way, in front of you, I want to also thank one more time to my brother Yasser from Pakistan. Mashallah, tabarakallah, with his sportage, we are doing the good things. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. And it's not easy to do, to extend the new market for a new region. And alhamdulillah, we are happy, very happy to see the happy results. And I cannot say nobody is not happy from the India. They made a huge investments over here, and we are proud of to share their happiness with you. So if you want to be part of that happiness, you can directly contact with the ma'am Feride. We are putting our Instagram address and the email address. You can contact with her in directly too. You can directly you can directly part of her experiences in Turkey. She can guide you in very well. And about the proper sportage, we are here to do our best for you with my brother Yasser and me as Hakan Özer. So ablam, Thank you very much for hosting in this beautiful house, in this beautiful home. And
Actually, in last video, the comments were, "Madam ka ghar, please show us Madam's house."
sure, and at that time, on the
So,
duration of the
yeah.
video, we will put some
Yeah.
B-rolls. What kind of properties you can purchase? By the way, let's talk about the properties which we are selling. You saw many of them, so that when you compare, because I don't have any experiences, any knowledge about the Indian property market. When you compare the quality of the products and the property qualities, which one is better according to your experiences? And you show the luxury projects, humble projects, according to the general situation. What's the level of Turkish construction business?
Construction, both in India and Turkey, they are at par. I can't say Indian is better or Turkish is better, but the prices are lower over here.
Prices are lower over here.
They are 1/3 of what the prices are in Bombay.
But Mumbai is the one of the most famous,
Most expensive.
but in this case, to fair comparing, we should take the reference point of the Istanbul, I think.
Yeah, Istanbul. Then I feel Istanbul maybe at.
Istanbul also is quite expensive.
Yeah, I was talking about Kocaeli. Kocaeli is much more.
Kocaeli is totally, we can give warranty in this case
Yeah.
too.
Kocaeli
People are asking, Mr. Hakan, do you have property in Istanbul? Yes, we have. But how can I say, similar projects, luxury projects in Istanbul and Kocaeli, the prices are in Istanbul starting at approximately $1 million. I'm not exaggerating.
Istanbul, the prices compared to Bombay are double. Whatever you get in Bombay, double of that you will get in Istanbul. Sorry, the price is double in Istanbul.
Istanbul
It's very
expensive. I'm not exaggerating, by the way.
You were telling me yesterday about a 2-bedroom hall flat for what do you call it? 250,000.
50,000, yes, but it's prime locations. Even there are cheap places like Esenyurt in Istanbul too, but when we consider the prime locations, don't mix anything else. Prime locations, and I'm taking the reference point from not general prime locations of Istanbul, prime locations of the Mumbai.
But still, I feel in Istanbul it's expensive compared to Bombay. But compared to Bombay, Kocaeli is much more cheaper.
Cheaper.
Because we sold 2 flats in India for 4.5 crores. In that same amount, we bought 5 flats over here. Those were 2-bedroom hall flats, 2 plus 1. And here we bought 3 plus 1 duplex flats, 5 flats in the same amount.
Yeah.
So this is much more cheaper.
For instance,
Istanbul is very expensive.
For one of the prime location and luxury apartment project in Kocaeli, we have a package for the citizenship purpose. We are providing the 3 properties, within budget of around $450,000.
And those are
big flats, 3 rooms plus 1 living room, and 4 rooms plus 1 living room. The smallest one, even the smallest one, is the 2 rooms plus 1 living room. It's around 120 square meters.
And that project is also very good. It has
very
got
good,
gym
very good. And by the way, it's really hard to find that kind of projects in Turkey too, because unfortunately,
and the proximity to the main road is very near.
Near, yes.
My house, if you want to go to the Sahil, it takes at least like a 7-8 minutes drive. But from Dharmendra, it's hardly 3 minutes drive to the beach.
You're right. And also in other projects like we met, I showed their products on. Also, they have really nice projects too. In the every kind of project, like commercial, like villa, like residential, like apartment. And alhamdulillah, according to our experience and the knowledge, we are eligible to serve out for our investors most suitable products according to their purpose, inshallah. It was really nice to talk with you. It was a really nice interview. I believe that also you enjoyed the video. It was informative video for you also. So inshallah we can see each other as soon as possible. So as I mentioned before, if you have any further questions to Manferide, we are putting her email and the Instagram address on the explanation section, and we will put somewhere else on the video. So if you want to see that kind of videos more often, please make a comment on below. And if you didn't subscribe our YouTube channel yet, please do not forget to subscribe our YouTube channel too. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.
See you.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.